that. Oh, is that on? Are we on? I think we might be. Let's have a look. Right, live. It says it's live. Good, good. Click over there. Click over here. Click over there. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully we're live. If we are, somebody let me know in the comments. I'm never entirely sure if it's working or not. Let me put in here, are we live, question mark. I think we are. Good, let's see. Yeah, it looks all good. Right. So, as you may have seen, I can't spell for a start. What's SRE supposed to mean? Are we live? Let's try that. There we go, that's better. I have been busy all day, well, all weekend really, sorting people out, collecting their machines and delivering some new stuff, so that's good. So I have got a few things listed on here in the coin up section. Hello, can hear you loud and clear, always with tea in your hand. Yes, always got a cup of tea. Evening, Chris, hope you're well. Long time no see. Cheers. What was I saying? Yes, so coin up machines that have come in over the past couple of days. So I started listing them. I think there's 14 machines up there. And if you click on them, there's a bit of a description of them. But I haven't got around to taking proper photographs yet and videos. Tomorrow I'm in Leamington, some people collecting some machines and some stuff, a couple of bits being delivered. And then I'm out off to the seaside to collect a load of stuff, load more machines. So Tuesday, hopefully, I'll have a day of evening pool. Tuesday, I'll have Tuesday, I'll have a day even of photographs and videos and get all these machines done. And there's also some enamel signs in. There's some nice little show cards, little advertising show cards. Couple of arcade signs. Yeah, so stuff's coming in, good and strong and good and fast at the minute. So that's okay. What I have done, I fiddled around and made an Instagram thing. Because that's easy. I can just do quick snaps if I'm out, if I'm collecting stuff or whatever. I can take a quick snap with my phone and upload it. Not terribly good quality because they're not posed and nicely set up like I take photographs of the website, but just to give you a very quick idea of what's coming in. So over on Instagram, it's just instagram.com/colcon.uk. And so today I've been fiddling with that and just took some quick snaps of these 14 machines or whatever it is I've got here already. Just so you can have a quick idea of what they look like. And as I say, on Tuesday I'll take some better photographs and videos of all of these. And the signs and other bits and bobs we've got in. They'll be on the website proper. But if you do Instagram, that's a good thing just to follow that because it's quick and easy. Doesn't take any setting up my end to do. Because believe it or not, taking pictures of machines takes a bit of time. They're a pain to photograph because of all the reflections in the glass all the time, and trying to get them square in the frame and one thing and another is a real pain. Anybody who's tried to photograph machines will know, I'm sure. So that's that. What else have I got to tell you this week? There's not a great deal more happened on the website because I've been obviously busy sorting out the first lot of sales. And most of the work I've been doing on the site is actually my side, the sort of admin side of things, rather than the, you know, your customer side. So there's not a great deal more to look at this week. I am working on the Fairground Section X, Fairground Art bits, and slot machine parts. So hopefully next weekend, one or other of those new sections will be online as well. All being well. We had a huge response to the doing the results video, the prices of the stuff fetched last week. In fact, somewhere I think I've still got on here the little slideshow. Here we are. Will that work if I press that? These are the prices that first batch of stuff made. There we are. Yep, it's running. I'll leave that running for a little bit. People have asked if we go do this every week or whatever. So I'll think about that. I might do. We'll just see how it goes. Everything takes time. This is the thing. It's what do I, prioritize my time doing. So it needs thinking about. But if people like it and find it useful, then I'll do it. It's not a problem. Anything else I need to tell you about? I can't think of anything offhand. Oh, the other thing people have been asking is how long stuff will run for. So I think we decided we'll do 21 days because that always guarantees us 3 weekends for people to come and view, especially at the moment when we're, there's still lockdown and we may be in lockdown again or whatever's going on, who knows. Now, I intend to just list stuff as it comes in on a day-to-day basis. I was going to have it ending 21 days ahead all the time. A couple of people have said that they prefer it all ending on a Sunday night, as we're kind of used to Sundays for auctions and whatnot, because then they don't have to check into the website every day, which is a reasonable idea. So that's what I'm going to try doing. So whenever I get the stuff and get it photographed, I'll get it on the website on that day, and it'll end 21 days plus whenever the nearest Sunday is, if that makes sense. So it'll always be 3 weekends. Stuff will always finish on a Sunday night at midnight. And then if you're one of those that likes putting your offers in at the last minute, as everyone seems to like to do, you've only got to remember to log in on a Sunday and do it. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully that'll be okay. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. Paul says, can't believe another Bimbo box, waited years for one and another appears. Yeah, this one's a really nice one. I remember playing this one. This one has come from the arcade at Hunstanton. Somewhere in the family photo albums there's probably pictures of me as about a 5-year-old being transfixed by it, so I'll have to have a rummage through and see if I can find any. That'd be quite funny. So yeah, it's nice actually, nice nick. It's a bit dusty, got a bit of a dust, a bit of an oil. Other than that, it's a nice machine. So again, hopefully get that photograph. Was a photograph on the Instagram thing, just a quick little snap of it. I must have to blow these up somehow. Don't do much Instagramming. Oh, there we are. Oh, hang on a minute, I haven't got the right screen up. Ah, idiot. Duh. If I do that one, there we go. What was I saying? Yes, so I'll get that properly photographed and videoed later in the week, Tuesday hopefully. Don't know what we'll do with the music because I'll get copyright issues with the music, so I'll have to think about what that is. It plays on 45 records still, which is quite nice. Let's go back to the old Prices Realised one. So yes, that's in, and we've got a couple of unusual Wonders All wins in. Space Shot and a Lido, which is one I don't think I'd seen before. So it'll be interesting to see what they make. Some nice bandits. And then tomorrow, as I say, I'm off to the seaside to collect a load more gear. I think that's mostly bandits. But I also want to get this, what's on here already, photographed and videoed and whatnot before I put the next lot on, so we're not, so you haven't got too much on there without full descriptions. Something else I was going to say, and I can't remember what it was. I should make notes. Not that organised. Nope, it's gone. Can't remember. Right. So there we are. Any questions from anybody? Any observations? Any problems? Anybody got anything for sale? Want to buy anything? Let's have a look at the wanted sections. A few more wanteds coming in this week. If I just go back to here. on the slot machines. I don't think anybody wants anything else at the minute. Not on the slot machine wanted. So we've got this lot wanted. Pusher, Cascade, Swinging Swinger, and a few other bits and bobs. I found actually Snap. I've forgotten in my I'm going from my heaps of stuff I've got to upload to the website sometime, boxes of photographs and stuff. And I've got, can I see this? I've found a couple of issues, 1973 issues of Coin Slot magazine. They're really interesting, some great adverts in these. So when I get time, I'll scan some of them in and stick them on the website. One of these was an advert for the Snap, funny enough. Some like, you know, early Brenco stuff. In 73 was an Alpine Climber. There was one of those. The kind of the big news was like the very early videos, the ping pong games coming out. There's a bit on one of these. I think it's on the other one actually. It says here about you see this, probably can't, but on there, this machine here, Paddle Ball, which is an early ping pong ball, ping pong game. It took £40 in its first week, like 5p a game. Williams Paddle Ball. That's kind of the latest thing then. So yeah, it's great stuff in here. Brenco, Royal Strikes, and ping pong there again, the latest sensation, blah blah blah. So yeah, really interesting stuff. If anybody else has got any old coin slots or any, you know, old magazines like that, it'd be great to see. They've got some good adverts in. If we could borrow them to scan, that'd be really useful. I think people find it really interesting. Oh yeah, they are. The Snap machine. The Snap is the most exciting payout machine from streets since the Wheelerman. Show up. Camera's back to front, isn't it? There we are, yeah. All good stuff. Anyway, I've got nothing better to do. I'll scan these and stick them on the website. There's some brilliant adverts in here. Things like, you know, Jennings Governors for £10 each or something daft like that. And yeah, 4 Sega Mad Moneys, £20 each. Marvellous. Brenco Copper Queens, £66. There's a great advert here. It says for sale, 2 Sega Diamond Stars, 2 King Taps, 1 Belfruit Action Line, a Sega Diamond Star, a Console Aristocrat, an Aristocrat Inca Gold, a Sega Mad Money, a Jennings Star Chief, a Mayfield's Roulette, and a Night Fighter, whatever that is. £100 a lot or reasonable offer. Sounds like a fair deal, doesn't it? Bellamy J200 jukebox is £30. Rockola 120s, £20. Marvellous. Tip the Skittle, £25. Rotomints. 4 Rotomints for £20 a lot. Excellent. Anyway, enough of that. Put that over there. Right. Who's got anything to say? Those are those World's Fair, Market Trade and Coin Slots. Yeah, I've got, with these two, I've got the World's Fair and the Coin Slots and the Market Trades with them. They're really interesting. So I'll take those. Those that big batch of bandits for £100. Yeah, I think we would, wouldn't we? I'll have to see if I can work out. There must be like a money conversion website or something. What the equivalent price was then to now, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm sure there must be some kind of money converter website somewhere, just to see how they, you know, the prices change. But obviously, 73, you know, a couple of years after decimalisation, all the stuff we now love was all just, nobody wanted it. It was all going out of date. And you've got all this really kind of funky electromechanical stuff coming in, which now, interestingly, is people are wanting. There's a few collectors of it. Things like the Snap and we've got a few on here. People want the Snap, Gippy Duck Shoot, Pushers. It's interesting. These wanted machines here, there's hardly anybody wants anything early machine other than the Crack Shot. It's all later stuff. So yeah, this again will be really interesting to see how it develops over the next few months and what sort of stuff people want, and obviously what sort of stuff sells, come to that. But whether the whole market is changing or not, who knows? So that's that. So yeah, I don't think there's anything much. I haven't really put anything in the advertising section yet, but I say there's some stuff in, some enamel signs in, half a dozen or so, and I think there's about a dozen little collection of nice little advertising show cards, 30s, 20s, 30s mostly. They're quite sweet. And books, I've got a whole load more books, hundreds of books to list when I get around to it. Fairgrounds, Steam, Automata, there's some railway books, mechanical toys, mechanical music, there's quite a bit of. So that's a big job to do. And then, yeah, get on with the fairground bit next, because a few people want to put some bits and bobs in on the fairground art front. As I said before, at the minute, really, because I'm working from home mostly, it's smaller bits at the moment until we've got more space back again. So yeah, can't really cope with the Dobby set at the minute, but little signs and things like that, organ figures, tickets, a galloper horse maybe, no problem. If you've got any to sell, let me know. Right, how are we doing? Anybody got any questions, any ideas, any moans and groans, etc.? Let me know in the comments here. Yes, I was talking to somebody about videos. They seem to quite like them, and the same. Perhaps what we'll do is if we can list things kind of on a more of a weekly basis, as it were. That maybe probably on a Friday night, because then it's ready for the weekend when people tend to want to view. But perhaps do a Friday night run through of what's in new this week, as it were. It's usually Sunday kind of chit chat thing. If there's anything new to report, and then if people like the results thing, I'll do them again as well on. It'll probably be Tuesday, because the offers close Sunday night. The sellers, I give them 24 hours to decide whether they want to take your offer or not. So that should all be done by Monday midnight in theory. So probably Tuesday night we could do a results show. And a results show, I feel like I need sequin curtains or something to, sparkly jacket maybe to go with it. One of those daft TV programs. So that might be a plan. We might try that for a couple of weeks. See if people like the idea. Right. So yes, where are we over here? Yes, so as I was saying, anybody who does Instagramming, I've set that up just so it's easy just to take quick snaps of things and get them to you quickly, as it were, rather than spending time setting up lights and camera properly to take decent photographs of the website. So if I'm out and about collecting stuff, or if I'm over at the Elephant House and something arrives, I can quickly take a snap on my phone, upload it onto Instagram, and it's there within a few seconds, so rather than a few days. So we'll see how that works. So these first, whatever I put on here, 13 pictures of what's coming over the weekend. So some nice bandits, nice Governor, good original chrome, little paste bantam, don't see those very often. Very nice black cherry. Lovely extraordinary with side vendor on. That's quite a nice machine. Little mini Sega, all original. Little Marvel. A couple of nice restored vendors. We've got the Wonder Space Shot. We've got the Peerless. That's all been done. With a spare set of pictures with that as well. Lots of naughty ladies. This Giant Wonders Lido machine, which is one I've not seen before. The Bimbo box. Little French Allwyn, and a very nice ball passing arrow. So yeah, nice variety of stuff again. So hopefully there's something there for everybody. What do we say? I do enjoy the results show. Nice that you put all this effort in, to be fair. Yes, it's been quite a lot of effort. So hopefully it's work, and hopefully it'll all pay off in the end. You know, over time, obviously all these extra price results add on to all the results we've already got. And there's a whole load. I've got thousands of prices to put on from auctions before I did them at the Elephant House. But they're all in paper there, so I've literally got to sit and type all those in. And then I've got several hundred auction catalogues going back to the 70s, late 60s maybe, of other people's auctions with machines and fairground art and all that sort of stuff in. So that's when, you know, I need to think about doing some kind of price conversion, because obviously something that sold in the 70s for 20 quid, it was not 20 quid as 20 quid is now. So I have to try and work out what 20 quid then is equivalent to today's money for it to mean anything really. Rockola says, would it be okay to sell pinball machines on the site? Yes, absolutely. I haven't got that many pinballs listed at the minute, just simply because we haven't actually sold that many in the past, I don't think. But I have got you know, I have got lists of pinball machines to add on. What am I looking for? Yeah, search by type, pin tables. So we look at electromechanical pin tables. You see them. There's a few on there, different ones. What have we got? Electronic, probably not so many, I don't suppose. No, not so many. So yes, pinballs, no problem. I can get pinballs in here at Cambridge. I can stick them in the conservatory. That's okay. So yes, get them sorted, get them over here. Any more? We'll see. Yeah, so the spare parts thing I'm working on, that will obviously come under the Coin Op bits for that. And then I'll do some kind of section for just other stuff. I've got a few other bits in that don't really fit in any of these categories at the minute, and then I'll, you know, eventually they'll expand out into fuller categories again. The Auction of Horrors, a few people keep asking me about if we're going to do the Auction of Horrors again, which is kind of a completely different set of people to the, well, mostly there's not much overlap with the kind of fairgroundy, circusy, slot machine brigade, but there's a few that like both. So yeah, I'm looking at that. We'll perhaps try and get it up for before Halloween, obviously try and get it up for the end of September, maybe for the horrors thing. There's a fair bit of stuff here actually in Mum's shed for some reason, taxidermy and stuff and odd bits and bobs, gothic-y things. So I've probably got 20 or 30 lots here myself to do on that side of things. Any more for any more? So we'll see. We've still got some people watching. Yes, it seems quite so busy tonight. It must be something good on television, I guess. Here we go. So I finished my tea. Any more for any more? Any more questions? Any more ideas? Any more? Anybody found any faults? Anybody got lots of photographs I can use to stick on the website? That'd be very useful. I've got a big box full somewhere. I can't even find it at the minute. I have found a smaller box of photographs of machines and fairground signs and bits and bobs. So I've got to go around to sorting through those and see what ones I need. There's a lot of things we know. You know, we know what they are, but haven't got a picture of them. That'd be nice to fill some of the gaps in. So, for example, if we look for, let's see, we're on machines. If we go by Brian's, is a good one, is it? Because we all know Brian's machines. B for Brian's. Here we go, Brian's. Scroll down the bottom, you get all their machines. So you see, still a few pictures here I need. So I need an all-square crane, a bumper, disappearing discs, the magic machines, old clod, pendulum, penny go round. Sold a couple of those. I must have got photographs of those somewhere. Pop the copper, prize finder, 6 or more. Walden crane, the waterfall, and the windmill. The windmill I've sold, so I must have photographs of that somewhere. Yeah, so if anybody's got any pictures of those, send them my way. I can stick them on the website so we know what we're looking at. Satellite somebody wants. If anybody's got a satellite they want to sell, we've got somebody offering £2,000 for one. We'll rummage in your shed, see if you can find a satellite. The last one we sold here was 2014, so it's some time ago, 7 years ago. 1,400 at the time it made. And I haven't seen one since, actually. Not since that one I sold. Yeah. Oops. Oh yeah, I've still got to finish this page off as well, haven't I? So many jobs to do, so many jobs to do. What am I looking for? Latest wanted. There we go. Let's leave that up there for a minute. If anybody's got anything to sell out of this lot. Any more questions, ideas, etc.? If not, it might be a nice short one tonight. What's the time? 8:30. I'll give it a few more minutes. So it's not a huge amount to report this week because I've been busy, obviously, with the kind of the aftermath of selling those first batch of 40 machines and just getting things organised with people collecting and delivering and one thing and another. Hopefully, once people get into the swing of it, everyone will know what to do. That'd be a bit more kind of fluid, if you like. But it's been a good reaction. There's lots of inquiries coming from people wanting to sell stuff. I think people were holding back naturally to see, you know, what the prices were going to be like if we could get decent prices still doing things this way around. So, you know, once we've proved it works, as it were, people are getting in touch with stuff to sell. So that's a very good sign. Any more for any more? Well, I should say, somebody mentioned the other day that if you watch these live stream YouTube things on like your mobile phone, then the chat box thing doesn't come up, so you can't ask questions and join in, as it were. So if you're doing that, you're thinking, why do I keep asking? How do I ask a question? That's why you can't ask a question. So if you do it on your desktop computer or laptop or an iPad or something, you should be able to get the chat thing up, the chat comments, and then you can ask questions and or moan at me or whatever you want to do. So if you're wondering why you can't, that's the answer. Now you know. I didn't know that before now. Any more for any more? If not, this will be a nice short sharp one and I will get on with some work. I'll give it a few more minutes if there's no more questions. I'll get on with listing some more stuff. Try and get some of these little signs listed, and get myself organised for tomorrow. Off to the seaside to collect some stuff. Hopefully it won't rain. Not sure what the forecast is for tomorrow, but we shall see. Let's pop these odd sale results back up again. I should put a pound sign on here, really, shouldn't I? Never mind. You know what I mean. Any more for any more? Here's one. Jim says, new to this but enjoying the show. Are the machines tested as well as photographed? Jim, so what I do is I video all the machines as well, so we can actually see them running. So as well as a photograph, I do a video, stick it on a turntable, so a 360-degree rotation inside and out, so with the door open, if there's an all-in or the back office a bandit or something like that. And the idea being that you know, when obviously it's more difficult to view at the moment, so you can pause the video at any angle, you know, to get a good view of whatever it is you want to see. Not just for obviously for buying the thing at the moment, so you can make sure it's okay, but all these videos then get archived for the future. So if in the future you're restoring something, or you've got something that doesn't work, then you can look back at the videos, you know, find the right angle of whatever it is you're trying to find, and hopefully that will help people in the future restore things, fix things, figure out what's missing off their machine, or what their machine should look like if it's, you know, in a bit bad condition or whatever. So as well as that, then I also play the machines, play them through. So if you look on the YouTube channel under the whatever it says, I can't get it up at the minute, I've got too many things on the screen, but like the latest machines for sale, and just play through a couple of videos, you'll see showing the machine all the way around, inside and out, and then me playing the machine, so you can see that it works. So most machines do work unless they're unrestored, because they're almost always coming from other collectors who you know, fix them up before they sell them, basically. So it's reasonably rare we get unrestored machines that are not working, to be quite honest. Because sometimes, I mean, like the Bimbo box and like a couple last week, they've been in store for a while. But again, where they've been installed in arcades, they were just taken off the wall when they went out of fashion, or the coinage changed or whatever, and shoved in the arcade storage and just left. So they usually are complete. Usually will work with a bit of TLC and a squirter WD-40. So yeah. Is there anything in particular you're looking for at the moment? Any kind of machine? These rolling through here are just the results of the first 40 we sold. We've all just about gone out. I think there's about 3 left to collect tomorrow, and they're all gone. So that's been quite good. Been good to catch up with people as well. That's when they've been to collect their machines. People I've not seen for 18 months or 2 years, some people. So it's been good to have a good old chat, put the world to rights. Jim, after a bandit but 40 years out of practice. We've got some nice bandits at the moment. Let me just go back to the right picture again, which I think is this one. So if you didn't see earlier, I've also, this weekend I've just put up a quick Instagram account. So just so I can take quick snaps of things. On the website proper, there'll be proper photographs and videos later in the week. This is just a very quick option. So I can, if I'm out, if a machine comes in, quickly take a snap with my phone and get it up there so you can see what's coming in. So it's kind of like just a preview, if you like. But yeah, there's a very nice Jennings Governor in good original chrome, all working. Works lovely, actually. A nice Pace Bantam. They don't turn up very often. Black Cherry, Extraordinary. So those 4, and then there's some more Bandits coming in about a week or so. I think there's some Buckleys, some Mills, some Seegers again. So yeah, quite a good selection at the minute. So hopefully something for all tastes and all pockets. And even, yeah, if you've not got much space, you can the little trade stimulator or the mini Seeger. These are like 9 inches square and dinky little things. Paul, if looking for a machine not in your database, how do we get on for a photo? Or if you've got a photograph, email it to me and then I'll you know, make the page and stick the photograph on it so you can put your wanted ad on the page. If we haven't got a photograph and you haven't got a photograph, then we can just try and find one from somewhere. I say there's some interesting stuff in these couple of old coin slots I've got. Some yeah, I'm not sure anybody wanted any of these machines. It's all early 70s stuff, but it's becoming very collectible and very rare actually. A lot of this stuff. There's a lot of machines I've never seen. But yeah, if we haven't got a photograph, can't find a photograph, then just a good description really. If you know what you're looking for, you can say, well, it's a floor standing machine and it's about yay big and it did this, that, and the other. Had spinning reels or flashing lights or whatever it had, just as, you know, as good a description as you can give. So obviously, so other people can think, oh yeah, I think I know what you mean. I think I've got one of those, or I know where there is one, or I know someone who's got one, or whatever the case may be. So, and this is all about, you know, building this big database up over time, just as more and more stuff comes through our hands, going through all the photographs that I've got. And hopefully other people contribute photographs of stuff they've got as well. I've got a couple of collectors with nice collections of stuff that I'm invited to go and sort of photograph and video in due course when I've got a bit more time. So that'll be good. I'll get some good material. Because a lot of people have got you know, machines that you don't see very often. Or they've got people, you know, people collect old advertising flyers, different books, magazines, whatever. Always, everything's got a kind of little bit of information. So the idea is to pull all this information together, and then we can all benefit from it in due course. Jim says, what would anyone say would be the most popular reliable? Bandits, really, to be honest, they're all pretty reliable. I mean, you know, bear in mind they were built to be used in casinos essentially, and built like tanks to be used 24/7, literally round the clock for years on end without going wrong, ideally. So they, unless they've been badly messed around with, they're all pretty much reliable, to be quite honest. So it really comes down to taste. Where you like the, you know, the kind of really early stuff, like on the screen here, sort of this Bantam, that sort of 1930s. You're getting these Mills, these are sort of 40s. That one's 30s again, 33 that one came out. And then the Governors are sort of 60s, the chrome stuff. And then the early 70s, you kind of the flatter stuff with more like I think like the Aristocrats have glasses with really colourful graphics on. So it's down to taste as much as anything else. And budget, of course. But it seems at the moment the latest stuff is, if anything, is more in vogue than it's ever been. The kind of the 60s stuff, with the more chrome and the more colourful graphics and stuff on. And it really goes with the whole, I guess, people who are into like the mid-century modern furniture and that whole kind of 50s, 60s look. And I guess as generations move on, it's machines that people remember playing as kids. They don't remember the 30s and 40s stuff now in the arcades, the pre-war stuff. It was all post-war stuff. I mean, I was born the year decimalisation year 1971, so I remember as a kid, you know, some of the really funky early electromechanical stuff. But also in the arcades, there was always sort of a corner with some old Allwins and things in, and a few old Bandits and bits and bobs. And as much as I like the new flashy light stuff, as a kid, you like all the bright lights and flashy lights. I always did like all the cranky on mechanical stuff, kind of in the corner, the Brian's 11s and things, and so, you know, hooked on them at 3 or 4 years old, I suppose. I'm sure, I mean, I'm clearing my parents' house, and there must be some old photograph albums, and there's bound to be some pictures of me as a kid playing slot machines. I'm going to try and dig some out, because I think that'd be very amusing apart from anything else. I had hair back in the 70s, so that would be interesting for a start. But who knows, in some of those photographs there might be some really interesting machines that none of us have seen for a while. These would be arcades in probably Norfolk mostly, Hunstanton, Yarmouth, Wells, next to the sea we used to go to quite a lot. So kind of anywhere around the Norfolk coast, the arcades. But even then, as a kid, I was always interested in the man with a bunch of keys and opening the machines and going to, you know, seeing what he was up to, poking about in the machines with his screwdriver, than I was actually putting money in them. You know, I figured out at a very young age that the thing to do was not to put your money in the machines. The thing to do was to be the man who took the money out of the machines, the man with the keys in the bucket. That was the person I wanted to be. It seemed like a much better idea to me. And even then, it's probably all the weird and wonderful, interesting machines I always liked, rather than just Bandits, like a lot of people like to play. The modern Bandits in arcades and pubs, I haven't got a clue how they work. They're so complicated. But, even when I operated some of them for a while, I didn't know how to play them. But yeah, the more interesting things. I mean, like the Brenner, that's a great game, because it every time you play it, it's different. The arrow, for those who don't know the game, can I get it to blow up? How did I do that before? Here we are. Again, I'll do a video of this running for those who don't know the game, but you drop your penny in, pull the trigger once, which resets the game, and then on the second pull down before you fire the ball, this arrow changes with every game. And your idea is that for the player is you have to get the ball the other side of the arrow, depending where it lands. So it's a different game every play. Very real complicated thing, and it's automatic payout as well. Quite a good machine, and they don't come up so very often. This is a really nice one as well, as it happens. So yeah, stuff like that is fascinating. Where are we? Any more questions off anybody? Let's have a look. Is anybody still watching? Let me have a look over here. Oh, still 10 people watching apparently. Okay. Paul says, best of both worlds now. Put it in and take it out. Yes. As they say, misses, etc. But yeah, I've kind of been there, done that with the operating the arcades for a while, for a few years. I did that. So sometimes I miss it. And sometimes I don't. I miss all the aggro that comes with it. There's not that many vintage arcades about anymore. There's a couple of people who are looking to set them up again, which is good. So keep you posted on that one when I hear anything. Bella Matic says, does the governor on New Penny have a working jackpot? Yes, it does have a working jackpot. Jackpot and escalator in that one. It's proper. It's got its proper Jennings back door with a BJ in it. It's got its original cash box. All the lights work, and it's really good original chrome. So it's a really nice machine, that one, actually. Even the sides of the cabinet original haven't been stripped and revarnished or anything, so you'll see that when I do the 360-degree video spin thing. Yeah, and it plays nicely as well. It's a nice machine. All these bandits play nice, actually. The Pacers on nickels, the Black Cherries on dimes, I think, 10 cents, and the Extraordinaries on nickels as well. Black Cherry, yeah, dimes, 10 cents. Yeah, that's got working jackpot as well, and full escalator in it. All restored, nice machine. Extraordinaries on nickels, 5 cents. And that's got escalator, jackpot, reserve jackpot, gold award, and an original side vendor on it as well. It's got skill stop buttons, but it hasn't got the skill stop links. I think obviously the mech's been swapped out sometimes, as usually happens with them. The cabinet's nice as well. It's like two-tone kind of silvery blue on the sides of the cabinet, and then the mill sticker. So it's really nice. The only thing I don't like with the Extraordinary, it's got a new set of reel strips, and they're just a bit bright. Really, it could do with a better set of reel strips on it. Really. That's a bit of a minor criticism. And then the Bantam is on nickels as well. That's got jackpot and reserve. It's got its original cloth cash bag inside it. And they're quite small, the Bantams, if anybody knows them. They're a bit smaller than an ordinary Bandit. Not quite trade stimulator small, but they pack a lot in. It's a rotary escalator as well on the Bantam, which is nice. So a lot going in on quite a small machine. The Mini Sega, that's all dead original. Cash box in it, everything, original lock key. Never been washed, ironed or mended. The little marbles on free play at the moment. Yeah. Lido's on Old Penny. Bimbo's on 10p. Little Wonderall, and that's on Halfpenny. And the Fun, the Ball Past the Arrow, whatever you want to call it, that's on penny. Then the vending machines, they're restored. So although they say 3D on them, the Wrigley's actually works on a 20p coin, and the Milky Way works on a 50p coin, so you can use them, which is quite good. But they've been restored with, with 3D signs on them, so they look the part. So that was quite a good idea, whoever restored those. Any more for any more? Are you expecting any high tops? Yes, I think there are some high tops coming in. There's a batch I'm collecting in tomorrow, hopefully. Although they probably won't appear for about a week because I want to get this lot, you know, properly photographed and videoed and everything first. But I think in there there's some, I think there might be some high tops. I think there's a couple of Buckleys. I'm sure there's some high tops. I think some Seagers as well. Can't remember what else. There's some Bandit stands as well, which don't turn up very often. If anybody's looking for Bandit stands, there's some, I think there's about half a dozen coming with these Bandits. So some quite a nice little collection all coming in. All to go, whatever. But if you want a high top, you can always stick a wanted ad on the site. If you don't know how to do that, what you do is, let me get the right screen up. You go and you find a high top. So let's see, search by maker. I'm assuming you want the Mills rather than the Seeger. Mills Chicago. Find a high top, ordinary high top. There we go. And there's none for sale at the moment, or it comes up at the top with the dark border if there's any for sale. So you place a wanted ad and you say you'd be prepared to pay, I don't know, whatever, £500, shall we say. Click place a wanted ad. You'll see the button lights up in green to let you know that you've got a wanted ad on that. The £500. You can change that value if you think that's too much. Change it to 450 if you like. Click it again and change it to 450. Then this then appears under on the CoinOp latest wanted page. If I click that, you'll see that's now the first advert that comes up on there. And it'll also appear back on the main kind of home page for the CoinOp section. You'll see it's here. Wanted. Anybody can click on that and it takes them back to here. Obviously this is lit up green because it's my test account, as it were. And then they also appear under in your account page under your wanted ads. It appears here, and again you can edit them. And if you decide you don't want a high top anymore, or you buy one from somewhere else or whatever, to delete it you just stick 0 in there, edit it. You'll see it goes grey and it's gone. And when you refresh this page, it stays there just in case you make a mistake and you want to redo it. But when you reload this page, refresh it or go out and come back again. Like that, when the internet catches up. Internet seems to have died this end. Okay, well, when the internet decides to catch up with itself, you will see that, there we are, now it's done it, it disappears because you've taken that advert off. So if you haven't played around with the wanted adverts section yet, then that's how that works. And you'll see now you've got rid of it, it's gone from the wanted section on here, and it will have gone from the wanted section over here. And again, you can do that the same with books or with advertising art or with Fairground when I get the Fairground section going in a week or so. And hopefully sooner or later some people are going to start coming forward with some of this stuff that we've got people waiting to buy. I've got my camera at a funny angle tonight. A bit weird, never mind. Any more for any more? How are we doing? 9 o'clock. Anybody still watching? Let's have a look. Still 7 apparently, so I'll get another few minutes. See if anybody's got any more questions. If not, we'll call it a night and I'll get on with some work. Might have another cup of tea first. Go back go. So yeah, there's a link on the homepage of the website to the if you look at the latest news, which always just says what I've been doing or what we're up to. To that Instagram account thing. So if you do Instagram, that's a useful little thing to just keep an eye on the latest things that have arrived. And we'll see how that goes. Any more questions, any more ideas, any more moans and groans? If not, I will call it a night very shortly. And we'll do it all again on, I might do another stream Friday probably. Hopefully by then there'll be photographs and videos of all this, these 14 or 15 machines or whatever there are there. And the advertising stuff that I've got in, enamel signs and show cards and bits and bobs. Hopefully some more books if I get time to do some more books. And maybe some news if we've got started on the spare part department and or the fairground department. So a bit of a busy week ahead, as always, but hopefully there'll be some things to report come Friday. So I'd say we'll perhaps try that for a couple of weeks if we can do a Friday night with a what's new in this week kind of thing, just a quick roundup of what's coming for sale. We do this usual little chit-chatty thing on a Sunday, and then when we've sold some more stuff again, perhaps on a Tuesday probably, we'll go through the results, because that's what people seem to like doing, that, so you can see what stuff sold for. And they would be spread out nearly every other night, then there'd be a video, which is work for me obviously, but if it keeps everybody in touch and keeps everything rolling along, then that can only be a good thing. So there we are. I'll give this 2 more minutes. That'll make us an hour's worth of video, and then I will go and have a nice cup of tea. So if anybody wants to ask anything, say anything, need to know anything, got any ideas, found any mistakes, generally want to moan, want to tell me how wonderful I am, which is unlikely, then please do so within the next 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'm off for a nice cup of tea. And that'll make a nice, somewhere must tell me here how long the video is. Still haven't quite got the hang of YouTube, as you've probably gathered by now. But we're coming up, so a minute left. Anybody, any more for any more? Speak. Oh, here it is. I found it now. 58 minutes 25 seconds apparently. Okay. Well, I'll give it the full hour then, just for the sake of doing so. So, yep, keep an eye on the website. Keep an eye on the Instagram thing if you do Instagram. If not, if you don't know what Instagram is, it's just a photo sharing thing basically. And you can follow different subjects of stuff you like. So you can follow slot machines or Fairground art or classic cars or cats or zebras or whatever you like. So it's quite good for that kind of thing. Ask your kids, that's the best thing about Instagram. They're bound to be doing it. And they know how all these things work much better than us old fogies do, that's for sure. Right then, I think that's it. I don't think anybody's got anything else to say. I think you've all fell asleep or gone off. So I'm going to do the same. So I'll bid you all farewell. I will upload lots more goodies in the week. And we'll catch up again on Friday night is the plan. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be 8:05 again, usual time. And we'll see you there. Nighty night.